Greetings, ladies and gentlefish, and welcome to this replay in a machine that's not very popular. This is the Jagdpanzer IV Tier 6 German tank destroyer. This thing is generally uttered in hushed tones alongside such machines as the ARL V39 and the Churchill gun carrier. People are generally of the opinion that this is a pretty strong contender for worst Tier 6 tank destroyer and one of the worst tanks in the game, and I disagree with them. Because I'm contrary, apparently. I actually really quite like this tank. Now, I'm platooned up with Careless One here, and this was my first game using the Short 88. Generally speaking, the criticisms about this tank, as far as I can see, and they're valid criticisms, are that the gun selection is lackluster. This is a tank destroyer, the platform's nice, it's low profile, it's stealthy, it's relatively mobile, but the guns leave a little to be desired. And in a way, they have a point. I will do a full tank review of this machine at some point, but if your idea of tank destroyers, and how many tank destroyers play, if your idea of tank destroyers is sitting at the back, shooting things with your big ass gun from a long way away, you're going to find this tank disappointing because it doesn't have the guns for it. You get the same L70 75mm gun that you got on the Stuck 3, at Tier 5, and you get the L56 88mm gun that you get on a whole bunch of tanks at kind of around Tier 6, Tier 7 on the German line. And the big weakness of that gun is the 132mm of penetration with AP ammo, which is rather lackluster. And this is a Tier 8 game, so I wasn't necessarily expecting great things from this game. Like I said, this was my first game with this gun on this machine. Now, I'd previously played the VK3601H. It used to be a Tier 6 German medium tank, although they changed it to a heavy tank before I played it, so I only ever played it as a heavy tank. And I played that with the Short 88 as well. I enjoyed that gun on that tank, so yeah, we're giving this a go. So you may be thinking, with 132mm of penetration, what's the point of this gun on this tank? Well, it does get blistering DPM. Now, of course, you have to penetrate in order to see that, but if you can penetrate, the DPM is hilarious. 220 alpha, and I cannot remember the reload on it, but it's rather impressive. Now, I'm not running a rammer in this game, bear that in mind, but I have subsequently fitted a rammer to this tank because it's funny. And I got bored at this point, so I'm just going to use this like a medium tank without a turret. Screw it. There we go. Shot into the Indian Panzer. Indian Panzer appears to be ignoring me, which is a mistake. There's another shot. That's one thing I noticed in this game. Their Tier 8 tanks were just ignoring me, and I do not for the life of me know why. I am consistently penetrating this guy. I am shaving off his health at an amusing rate of knots, and yet... that one just tracked him. I see we don't quite have the penetration to reliably go through his angled side there. Going for the side of the turret? Nope. I should have loaded an APCR shot here. Lower plate? Nope. So yeah, it appeared that Indian Panzer was just content to ignore me and let me pew-pew away at him. Like I said, should have loaded a bit of APCR to finish him off, but it didn't really make much difference in the end. Waiting for the IS-6 to take the Type 59's attention, and just pondering what I'm going to do. This has been a bit of a landslide, by the way. There's only 4 of them left. And so far we've put some good damage into the flank of an Indian Panzer. And that's like 800, 1,000 damage or something we got into the Indian Panzer. Type 59 is engaging the IS-6. Hello, Type 59. There we go. And we're just going to do exactly the same thing to the Type, who has been distracted by this IS-6. And third shot. Can we pick up the kill on this guy? Nope. There's only these 2 chaps left. I haven't taken any damage so far. I've also not fired a single round of APCR. This has all been good old-fashioned armor piercing. Super Pershing is looking this way. Not interested at all. Super Purging has someone else to worry about, and now we're just going to plough shots into his side Oh, I flubbed that. Gun depression fail. Yes, that's right, mate, you're being circled to death by a tank destroyer or something similar, and we even managed to pick up the kill into the bargain. And there we go. How you get bored and play your tank destroyer like a medium tank in a bottom tier game with a low pen gun. Hurrah! Let's go and have a look at the results. So that was actually an ace tanker game. Sharpshooter, fire for effect, bruiser, all we did was plough shots into those tier 8s. But we ploughed over 2,000 damage into those tier 8s from close range. Yeah, killing 2 of them. 1,118 base experience, which is a little on the low side for a tier 6 tank. So I'm thinking a lot of people don't do particularly well in this tank, but I had fun in this game. 14 shots fired, 13 hits, 10 pens, for that just over 2,000 damage. Not really any assistance, no one shot me, made 40,000 credits profit. Hurrah. Match didn't even last 5 minutes. Yeah, that was fun. So there we have it. That was my initial impression of the Jagdpanzer IV with the short 88mm gun. Favourable. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that game. If you did, please feel free to catch some of my other videos and or subscribe to my channel. And I wish you very happy hunting on that battlefield. Ciao ciao.